Welcome back to Leeds Lately. This is the first video that's not a match reaction since Leeds won the championship. Today I saw all the footage of Leeds, the parade through the city. I think there was 150,000 plus people out in force to celebrate Leeds United getting promoted back to the Premier League today. And to celebrate us getting promoted back to the Premier League, and also to celebrate us getting the title as well. So that was amazing to see. I think Ethan Ampadu maybe had one too many to drink with some of the things that he was saying. Someone probably should have taken the microphone off him, bless him. But look, Leeds are Premier League, and let's look forward to that. This summer is going to have a whole load of videos on transfers, whether that's speculation, whether that's players who have actually been linked with the club, or whether that's ones that I think I'm going to scout for myself. So look out for that. Plenty of stuff coming up. And of course, tactical videos and all sorts of stuff like that, and live watch-alongs of pre-season games, all that sort of stuff. So plenty to sub for. But let's get into this video today. Today's video is going to be basically kind of setting out my plan for the summer in terms of what players I would like to see us sign. And that's kind of what positions that I would like to see us sign. So I've identified 6 signings. Now, this is the minimum amount of signings I would like to see this summer. Now, Parag has said that he won't leave a penny unspent. He'll spend everything he can within PSR. Now, at the moment, we could only spend, I think, it says something like we could only spend 20 million within PSR, but because of big sponsorship deals coming back in the summer, I would imagine that's going to get raised and raised by how much money we bring in through that sort of thing. So let's just talk about it in terms of positions then. So the first position, obviously, we need a new goalkeeper. I made a video about Finn Darman the other day. I made a video a couple of weeks back about Kelleher as well from Liverpool, and the other one that's been linked and people have said would be a good one is Sam Johnson, ex of West Brom, and then kind of, I think he's at Palace at the moment, if I'm not wrong, or at least he was last time I checked, but he doesn't get in their first team, so it kind of becomes this whole thing where he's kind of a second choice goalkeeper, but is quality enough to be a first choice goalkeeper in the Premier League. But with seemingly probably Meslier on the way out, you've got Darlow there, but I think Newcastle fans will tell you that Darlow can be a good keeper, can be pretty solid, but he's not the keeper to kind of take you to that next level, which is something that we obviously want to do. So potentially Darlow might be all right for the first few games of the next season, but potentially we could go out and sign another goalkeeper, and I think we should, and then Darlow can challenge this goalkeeper for this place in the team. So the first one I want is a goalkeeper. The second one I want is a left back. Now, Firpo could leave, so that's one of the reasons. We don't know Firpo's contract situation yet. He hasn't signed a new one. He could leave, but even if Firpo stays, we still need cover there because Byram's not good enough. Now, let's take the sentiment out of the situation, because I do really like Sam Byram. I just don't think he fits Daniel Farke's system. I don't think he fits the way that Daniel Farke wants to play, and I don't think he's particularly set up to play left back because he's right-footed, and it just seems very awkward. A lot of times when he could have crossed the ball into the box, he just doesn't. He cuts back, he slows everything down, and to me, I think that means that we need a new left back, a Premier League quality left back for which Firpo could deputise. I think also potentially coming with this one is maybe another right back as well to back up Bogle or play ahead of Bogle, depending on how well each of them are playing. But certainly we need one or two more full backs as well. The next one is a centre back. Now, you might think, okay, well, we've got Rodon and Ampadu who played really, really well together, and then behind that we've got Pascal Struijk, and we have got Max Verber, but I think he'll be on his way out, which A, will allow us to spend a bit more money, and B, it means that he needs replacing. So I think that we need to replace Max Verber, and we need to buy a first team defender. Now, we have been linked with Marseille's captain, and I've got a video coming out on him in the next couple of days, so look out for that on the channel. But I do think we need another centre-back because Ampadu and Rodon have been really good together, but there might be times where you think, put Ampadu in midfield, kind of make it a little bit more solid in there, and if there's any injuries to Gruev or anyone like that, then you will have to throw Ampadu into the midfield. So I think we need another centre-back as well. So the next one, though, is a number 8. Now, talking about midfielders, we had Joe Rothwell, right? And we saw the difference that he made in the Championship between having two holding midfielders who neither of which are kind of too willing to commit to going forward. We saw the difference when you then brought in somebody who's a bit more of a natural box-to-box number 8 like Joe Rothwell, who was able to go forward and back, and he really kind of helped us out in those attacking situations by always having that extra midfielder to basically float around and do whatever he wished and to help out the number 10 as well. So somebody who fits the kind of mould of Joe Rothwell, but I don't think we should buy Joe Rothwell permanently, or even if we get him on a free, maybe chuck him on the bench, yeah. But in terms of that starting position, now that you're in the Premier League, you can afford to buy a much better kind of box-to-box number 8 midfielder. And so I think that's probably what we should do in that situation. We should buy a number 8 to sit in that midfield role against teams who are maybe not as attacking. Like if we're playing against some of the top teams, you're going to want to have two strong holding midfielders. Whereas if you are playing some of the lesser teams, maybe some of the other teams who come up with us, then maybe you would be wanting to play more of a box-to-box midfielder. So that's where that comes in. As mentioned there, when he gets forward and helps the number 10, we need another number 10 because Aronson struggled on his own this season. Aronson had a kind of decent first half of the season, really kind of tailed off in terms of output, in terms of goals and assists towards the end of the season, and a lot of people weren't happy with his performances. But he has played pretty much every single game of the Championship season, and he needs a break. He needs somebody to basically start ahead of him so that he can try and push to win his position back, because for me, Aronson's not good enough for the Premier League to be a starting number 10 if you want to succeed, if you want to stay up in the division. So I think we go and buy another number 10, a really decent number 10. Aronson gets benched, and then Aronson has to push him for his position. Then Aronson's not too bad of a substitute option. Either that or we sell Aronson, but either way, we need to buy a decent, high-quality number 10. The other one is another winger. So Nonto and Ramazani have not really, well, certainly Nonto, he's scored a couple of goals in the Premier League, but he's not proven himself as Premier League quality. Then you've got Ramazani, who has played well when he's coming in the Championship, but we've kind of got no track record as to whether he is good in the Premier League. And then, of course, you've got Dan James on the other side. Now, at the moment, Solomon is not our player. So whether we go out and get him or whether we go out and get a different winger, we definitely need to bring in another winger. And the other one is a striker. So when I said 6 at the start, I actually mean 7 permanent signings at a minimum. We need another striker because whilst Joel Peru has been really good, he's won the Golden Boot, 20 goals for us this season, really good. You need somebody to help him out. Bamford, rumours of Wrexham coming up and signing Patrick Bamford. So either way, I think no matter who he goes to, I think Bamford's out the door this summer. And I do think that we need to buy another striker then. Mateo Joseph, to me, has proven that he's not quite ready. I would like to see Mateo Joseph get loaned to the Championship and have a full season as a Championship striker, and then kind of see where we stand with him. Because if he has a full season and he scores a bag full of goals, you'll go, okay, yeah, we'll take you back and maybe give you a bit more game time now. But as it stands, I think we need to sign a striker to bench Piru, and then Piru can be pushing the striker for his starting position. Because I don't see Piru's very good at finishing, but with the defending and the movement that he makes in the Premier League, I do feel like he will struggle more. And I do feel like he will probably get 10 goals or less, which means you've got to have another striker to make up that difference. So for me, 7 first-team signings are a minimum. And obviously we're going to go through them this summer. But just to recap, that is a goalkeeper, a left-back, a centre-back, a number 8, a number 10, another winger, and a striker. So almost every position on the pitch. We have been linked with a DM as well from Sporting Lisbon, Morita, but at the moment I don't see too much merit in signing another DM when we've got Ampadu, Gruev, Tanaka. We kind of have those roles covered, and I would rather buy a number 8 to kind of supplement that as well. So yeah, those are the 7. You've got goalkeeper, left back, centre back, number 8, number 10, striker, winger. Those are the 7 permanent signings, at least, that I want to see this summer. I think that would be at minimum a really good transfer window if we can get quality in all those positions. So let me know what you think down below, if there's any other positions you see as us particularly needing this summer and ones that we should take. And the summer will be full of me trying to fill these positions essentially and let the club know. Obviously, that's tongue in cheek. They're not going to watch this, but let the club know these are the players that I think you should sign, and let you all know as well. So let me know if you have any other positions. Like I say, thanks for watching Leeds lately, and it's just nice to be guaranteed back in the Premier League and champions as well, isn't it? So let's enjoy it and think about what amazing players we might sign. Thanks for watching Leeds lately, and I'll see you in the next one.